Tonight we are doing chicken quarter legs on the rotisserie, on the Weber Searwood, using an amazing recipe that actually has us flash frying the quarter legs before we put them on the rotisserie. It is a really good recipe. Stick around for it because you're gonna wanna do this to impress your guests. Let's go get it done.
Deep basement.
So the first thing we're gonna do is create the rub. Pretty simple, but also really good. We've got 2 parts of ground garlic, 2 parts onion powder, 2 parts of coarse black pepper, 1 part of ancho chili powder, and then half a part cayenne pepper to give it that kick. And we're just going to toss it in there and mix it all up. That's what that looks like. I'm actually not gonna add the salt into the shaker because I like to use kosher salt, and the kosher salt gets stuck. It doesn't come out of those holes at the same rate as all that fine stuff. So we're gonna do that separately on the chicken, and then we're gonna shake the rub on. So now let's go get the chicken done. So we've got 8 chicken leg quarters here. And so the first thing we're gonna do is put some vegetable oil on each one and just very simply rub it in. I'm gonna take the salt and just sprinkle it on all sides. Then take the shaker and shake on our rub. And we're going liberal. You know me by now, I believe in more seasoning, not less. I like a lot of flavor. I do not like bland meat. I am a meat and potatoes guy, but I demand flavor. And we just keep doing this over and over again. Unfortunately, I'm out of my black gloves. I've ordered more on Amazon and they are on the way. But until then, I gotta use my bare hands. We don't worry about making a mess. We can't, or we'll be here all night. Salmonella, don't worry, I will wash my hands. We will not get salmonella poisoning this evening. I did buy this shaker actually on Amazon as well. We can link to it. It works pretty well. So yes, it is an approved basement hangout shaker. All right, so they're done seasoning. Now the interesting part, we're gonna actually pan sear these for 2 minutes per side. Now we're gonna simply take vegetable oil and put it in the pan, a nice amount, and turn that to high. All right, so this is hot. We're ready to go. I'm gonna turn this down to medium high. And we're gonna go ahead and stick in our first 2 legs. Again, about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna flip them over. What's really beautiful about this is you can see a lot of that seasoning comes off of the chicken and mixes in with the oil, and that becomes like this seasoned oil that just gets right back on the chicken. And every piece of chicken that goes in, it just adds to the flavor. And when it comes off that rotisserie later, the flavor is absolutely fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and flip. Whoa. Buster's licking the oil that's falling onto the floor. There is a lot of cayenne in there. Is cayenne healthy for dogs? Alexa, what happens if dogs eat cayenne pepper?
Cayenne chili pepper is not considered poisonous to dogs.
Okay, it's not.
However, cayenne chili pepper may still contain ingredients that are individually toxic to dogs, and you should always check with your veterinarian before feeding your pet any new foods.
Alexa, that was very contradictory.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Yeah, I don't think you are quite sure. She said it's not toxic, and then she said it could be toxic.
Individual ingredients can be toxic to dogs.
But I mean, cayenne's cayenne. Again, we're not trying to get them done. We're gonna finish them off on the rotisserie. It's gonna take about an hour, hour and a half. We're just getting that outside skin nice and crispy, creating that flavored oil that's gonna work its way into all of the chicken. All right, so we're ready to go. This is the last couple legs. We're gonna pull them off. All right, let's get these guys skewered onto this rotisserie. We take the first spike. We're gonna try to settle them towards the middle. I'm kind of guessing once we take it out there, we can adjust it if we need to. Tighten that guy on there. And then I'm very simply going to skewer it right down the middle and leave it just like that. And then do the next one. as close to the middle as possible, but it doesn't need to be perfect. Then we take the second spike and push it right down. Takes a little bit of elbow grease to get it on there. There we go. And tighten it up. I do wish I had my gloves with me, but what are you gonna do? Next one down, and the next 4 legs. Losing some of the crust, but that's okay. The flavor is now infused. And then the last spike. And the trick is to try to get a spike in every chicken. And we got it. So this guy is ready to go on, and let's go get that grill prepped. Okay, so let's go get this thing mounted. Pretty easy with this Weber rotisserie attachment. We just stick it in there and drop it, and it's in place. Now, one of the things that we're gonna do is those legs, because of the way I've mounted them, I'm not worried about binding them or anything or tying them up with string. That's just too much work, that's unnecessary. So I'm gonna remove the grates just to make sure we don't rub up against them. And actually what I'm gonna do is this small one, which you saw us use in the past, is quite handy. I am going to try to situate this as best I can. See, this is where I said I want to adjust once we're out here, the location. I'm gonna move this up so that nothing is gonna be hitting the grate. We're gonna leave that grate in the middle so that here we can stick our smoke box, our smoke tube, and add extra smoke flavor right in the middle of these guys as we roll this chicken on this rotisserie. All right, so we got our smoke tube here. We're going with the Smokin Pecan. As you know by now, my favorite pellets of all time. And then I've got these hickory wood chips. They're actually splits from full hickory chunks that I'm gonna drop in there and add a few more pellets. And I'm just gonna keep doing that over and over again. We're gonna get nice hickory smoke on top of the Smokin Pecan. It's gonna be a nice little addition to the already massive flavor that we have going on, or gonna have going on. And now we're gonna use this beautiful torch to get this thing lit up. What do you think, Donnie? Good to go? More? The torch is absolutely necessary because this would take so long without it. There's the smoke. All right, now with that, we're gonna turn this thing on, get the Weber Searwood going. We're gonna start at 0, very similar to the 0 to 400 method. We're gonna set this thing to 400 degrees. We're gonna let it do its thing. Getting up to 400 and getting all of that extra smoke on there in the beginning. Oh man, this is gonna be a thing of beauty. I can't wait. Amazingly, we almost forgot to turn on the rotisserie. We can't forget that. That's the whole point of this. Gotta just flip that switch and make sure that they stay true. Man, that is looking pretty. Dare I say that I'm salivating already? Yes, I am. These are gonna be smoky, crispy. Look at that smoke coming out of that smoke tube. All right. All right, we'll be back. All right, so we're about 15 minutes in and we decided we're gonna take a quick look at this. Oh man. They look amazing already. I mean, look at that. That looks like rotisserie chicken you get at a Peruvian style rotisserie joint, man. Yeah, we probably got another 45 minutes to an hour to go, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. But man, this is a good start. We're getting there. So we're at 40 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take a look. They look fantastic. We're getting some browning. It's all of that seasoning that we put on there, but we're also going to do a quick temperature test. I don't think we're ready, but can't hurt to check. Oh yeah, we're not ready. We're in the 150s on that guy. Another maybe 20 minutes, I would say. What's interesting is this leg right here is scraping across the top of the Searwood lid. I guess that bone is sticking out a lot, and then you'll see that it's got the blackened thing on the edge, but that's okay. I will lick that clean if I need to, with no problem. We'll see you in a bit. All right, so it's been exactly an hour, and these guys are ready to go. We got very nice browning and crisping on the outside, exactly what we're looking for. So we're gonna stop this, and we're gonna go ahead and get these guys off. Man, they look good. Now, another way to do it is to take the whole thing off, let it cool down, take it inside, turn it vertical, and then take everything off just to be safe. But I like to live dangerously, so I'm doing it this way. Man, they look good. If that's not beautiful, I don't know what is. I am salivating very much. Guys, whatever grill you get, I know there's a lot of discussion about what's the best pellet smoker. The thing is, there's other smokers that maybe have like, you know, the Camp Chef, you can pop in a smoke box that's like built in, but it does not have a rotisserie. This rotisserie is important because there are so many things you can do on it. And I mean, this is an example right here. We'll see you in there. Okay, so we're ready to try this. I am super excited. They look absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna take one here. Look at that, when I grabbed it, the end just comes right off. It's fall off the bone. I'm gonna take my sharp knife and separate the thigh from the leg. Give that a taste. It's like rotisserie. Oh my gosh, it's falling apart. Fall right off the bone. It is so good, I gotta tell you. That skin is delicious. The seasoning. We did make some mashed potatoes. Best way to have mashed potatoes. Drop some cheese on there, in this case, Colby Jack. Some gravy right on top. Add my chicken to that. This is a meal. This is what I'm talking about. So good. That chicken, absolutely delicious. Rotisserie style chicken at home, you can't beat it. Super tender. As you can see, it's falling right off the bone. Super juicy, excellent flavor. All of that oil that was infused with the seasoning that we put on the chicken got all the way inside there. It is so tasty. Donnie, I know you're dying to have some. You're up next. I'm gonna have a happy family tonight, let me put it that way. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time.